Hi, I'm Mr. Seasons. Welcome to the channel. These are two fragrances you might have heard of. We're going to compare them, two very different price points. We have Liquid Brun and we have Althair. Let's take them for a test run, tell you all about them, tell you why you should consider them, why you should maybe save some money, which one smells the best, if you can tell the difference. Let's go through the nitty gritty. Wow, sun's shining bright. Now, first of all, before we even get into the nitty gritty, one thing I have to say, check out this box. I mean, the work that's gone into the box alone must have cost some serious money by the makers. It's unbelievable. It's got a very shiny plush finish on the edge. They've put so much effort into the matte finish on the side. They've put some jewel on the front, which really does add to it. It's got texture to the box. It feels quality in the hand. They've even put a hologram on the back. It's got so much detail. And then when you open it, and let's open it. It's hard to actually find out how to open this. That took me a little while to work out, but it folds open like this. You open it up and there you have, oh my God. That was live on YouTube. I have to edit that bit. Thankfully it didn't break. It's not the first time Mr. Seasons has dropped a fragrance. If you've seen some of my other videos on other platforms, silly Mr. Seasons, sorry about that, guys. We're back. I've taken the fragrance out because we do not want any more disasters. There is the inside of the box. What I was trying to show you is the detail. It's got a velvet finish. And for the money that this cost, and please keep watching because I will tell you how much this cost. It's incredible, the detail in the box. But hey, it's not about the box. It's about the fragrance. It's about how good it smells. The box, though, is part of the journey for people who are into fragrances, for the connoisseurs. You do want to have a nice box when you open it up, and this definitely meets that criteria. Incredible. Yes, this video is not so much a review as much as it is a comparison between two popular fragrances you might have heard of, Liquid Brun by French Avenue and Parfums de Marly Althair. Two vanilla fragrances. Do they smell the same? How much they cost, which one you should think about buying, which one smells the best. Ultimately, that's the most important thing here. Which one smells the best? Which one performs the best? First of all, let's get them on the test strips and get the Nostradamus right on them. Yes. First, let's get the Althair on a test strip. Here we go. 3 sprays of each. That's one. Next, let's get the French Avenue Liquid Brun on a test strip. 3 of that. Straight off the bat, I can tell you instantaneously they smell similar. Althair. Yeah, you get that instant dry vanilla. Very unctuous. It is a dry down vanilla compared to Ojan, which is a more wet cinnamon bun vanilla. This is a dry, custardy, creamy vanilla. Unmistakable. Liquid Brun. Instantaneously, you get the dry vanilla, the unmistakable vanilla. Poking up the Nostradamus, unctuousness. It is unctuous. They're both rather unctuous. But I can already detect a slight difference. But hang around, we'll go through why I think you should buy one and why I think you should buy another. Please do at this stage consider subscribing if you like fragrances like I do and you want to learn more about them. And you want to see reviews from a middle-aged guy like myself, Mr. Seasons, please do subscribe. And without further ado, let's get back to it and let's see what we think of each one. So the Althair, there's definitely less vanilla in the Liquid Brun. That's first noticeable point, but you'd still get the same tone, the same DNA running through it. I would say as well, there's something that I've picked up on. There's a green tone. The Liquid Brun, for certain, has some green note in it that the Althair doesn't have. I'm not sure if it's oak moss. I'm not sure if it's a floral note potentially. I haven't looked at the notes online. I haven't cheated, guys. This is purely Mr. Seasons off the cuff telling you as it is, how I smell it. No airs or graces. It's just to the point. I do detect a green note and less vanilla in the liquid Brun. Check up the notes on these. Have I got it right? Is there a little bit of green in this that this one doesn't have, that Althair doesn't have in this fragrance? Possibly. I'm going to go and look it up now after the video. Now, to quickly talk about the scent profile of both of these fragrances, because after all, this is really a dupe of this. They are very gourmand vanilla. You get a cinnamon spiciness to it that gives it a bit of warmth, but then you've got this custardy praline, or is it praline? Pop it in the comments. Praline or praline? Not too sure. But you get this lovely praline smoothness to it. That's what I'm trying to describe here. And that's kind of it. It's a very much a custardy, creamy vanilla. A dry vanilla. A waffle cone, as people describe it. And that's the scent DNA of both of these fragrances. I have to be brutally honest. They are exceptionally closely matched. There is very little difference that I can detect. The price point, do you want to know the price point? You will want to know the price point. What did I pay for the liquid Brun? And I'm going to have to make sure I don't mix the test strips up, because then I will not know which one's which. I paid £40 on Amazon for the liquid Brun. I'm not going to do any sales tactics, no sales pitches. That's how much I paid on Amazon. I'm sure you guys can look it up and find the price for yourself, but you might get a better deal. £40, and the Althair, 125 mils of Althair will set you back over £200. So there's a huge saving to be had. Now, I've worn them both, and I have to be honest, the performance is very similar. You will get, depending on how many sprays, 3 to 5 hours. I go quite heavy on my sprays, a good 8 sprays I'll put on, and I'll get about 4 hours plus, depending on what type of day it is, depending on my skin condition. There's all sorts of permutations, but generally speaking, the performance is very similar, very similar. So when you factor all of this in, there's a lot of money to be saved. Do I think you should buy Althair? Well, I've got them both, but let me tell you now, if Mr. Seasons had his time again, I personally would buy the liquid Brun. £40. Around £225 for 125 mils, there or thereabouts. Huge money to be saved. I certainly feel confident to be able to tell all my fellow Nostradamus that these two fragrances are very closely matched. Choose either one depending on your budget, depending on your preference. Don't please blind buy these. Do go out there, get them tested. I think you really need to go and test Althair, because that's in the shops. Liquid Brun, you probably might struggle to find that in the shops. So my recommendation would be to go and try Althair first, decide if you like it, and then consider spending less money on liquid Brun. I hope you've enjoyed this video. A quick video to compare the two, very closely matched. I would actually say go as far as to say 90% plus matched. Unbelievable. Great pickup. Shame I bought this one first, but hey, I'm in the fragrance game, so I've got a lot of fragrances behind, as you can probably see. So yes, I've got them both now. What I might do is I'll probably wear 6 sprays of liquid Brun, and I'll top it up with a couple of Althair. There's a great little trick for those of you who are in the fragrance game and do enjoy collecting them. If you've got the both, if you've got 2 of these, then go hard on the liquid Brun and top it up with some Althair. That's a great Mr. Seasons tip. Mr. Seasons out.